Hi, Seth here with BlenderSensei.com. Today we're going to be talking about the Blender add-on Hacker and its really cool header. Or this could be considered the footer depending on however you want these things to be positioned. So if you wanted to, you could flip that to the bottom and then flip this to the top. So you got your sweet Hacker Navigator here, along with your file tabs if we had some stuff open, say with an add-on. But enough of that, back to the header demonstration. So let me flip this back. I'm so focused today. Anyway, okay, so I already did a short video discussing the split screen buttons here up on the header. So the main additions to Blender's text editor that the Hacker header adds is slightly better organization, I would say, of dealing with saved files and unsaved files. So for instance, if we click over on a blank text tab, we'll see that this is unsaved. And say we had been writing some stuff in it and we wanted to save it, all we do is click here. And if Hacker determines that the file has not yet been saved, it will bring up the Save As menu. And then you could just save it as something. Sure, we'll save it as that. If we make any changes, you'll see that it appears unsaved again. And if you want to quickly save it, you can. If you make some more changes, you can press this button, which will reload it. This is especially useful when you are testing out various scripts. Say you make some changes to something and more than just SDF, and you run the script and it's like, it causes a lot of problems. You're like, nope, we don't need that. And you can click this and reload the original script before you saved it. So it's just slightly more enhanced organization of that. Another cool thing here is that if a file becomes out of sync, this usually happens if you've loaded a file from disk, but then say you delete that file from disk. Blender knows this. And so normally it just shows a short warning, but this warning comes up in the same location as all the other stuff because it's kind of unified. So for instance, we have this Modeler Pro init file, but if I were to go into the navigator and in Modeler Pro, click this to delete this file. Notice that Blender's all like, hey, wait a minute, this file path up here, it's not really pointing to anything anymore, we need to do something. So you click to it and it says make text internal or recreate the file. We don't want to do either of those. Actually, why not recreate the file since I didn't want to delete it anyway. And there we go, now it's back to normal. So if we click here, it's right back where it was. So that's good. So over here we have buttons that look similar to the default Blender text editor header buttons, the name of the file, create a new file, open up a file, and close it. However, these things have been edited a bit. One of the changes made in Hacker is that if we make a change to a file and we click X to close it, and it senses that it's not been saved, it will bring up a little menu to make sure you really want to close it without saving, or save and close. This is especially useful if you've been working on a number of different files and you can't really remember what you worked on or didn't. Well, I mean, you should be able to notice up here because it'll say unsaved, but oftentimes you'll have a bunch of stuff open and you'll just be like, click, click, close, close, close. And this prevents you from accidentally closing something you didn't mean to. This happened to me a number of times, definitely worked. So another feature here is you'll notice what is normally just the file path is displayed here in a bold white, is a shortened, recessed colored version of it, which is add-on centric, which means typically this path will try to show everything back to the add-on of which whatever open file belongs to. If it's a file that isn't related to an add-on, it will simply truncate the characters after so many spaces, so it's not, so unruly. If you ever want to be able to see the full path, you can always just click this button and it will display the default Blender file path that's normally up there. Also, can't remember if I mentioned this, but you can access the Blender text editor's default menu items right up here in this little hamburger icon, should you ever need that. All right, I think that about covers it for the header. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you're interested in checking out the Hacker add-on, just head over to blendersensei.com/hacker and give it a look. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.